Hello and welcome, my lovely Libras. This is your card in tarot. It is the Justice card. Beware of taking revenge. For some reason, I felt I needed to tell you that. I know you guys have it in you. Opposite sign of Aries, which is my sun. Also, I was listening to Take My Breath Away from Berlin. You guys pulled on that energy hard when I was warming up for this reading. All right, this is also your weekly energy and card intuitive reading for September 9th through 15th, 2019. This is a general reading for my lovely Libras. Sun, moon, and house positions, but still will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective sign messages for Libras. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. Also, in addition to my weekly readings here, I will be going live September 14th, Saturday, 2019 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Venus in Libra and Pisces full moon energy change. Very excited about that. I will also be answering any questions that will be asked with the cards. All right, and also check out my seasonal cross readings. These are going to be my monthly readings. They're going to go from new moon to new moon. The next new moon is in Libra. Those Virgo seasonal cross readings begin with the Virgo new moon and move on to the Libra new moon on August 28th. Okay, right now we are in Virgo season. It is earthen, hefty energy. Virgos love it. They're like having all kinds of new beginnings, but all of us here that got hit by the Earth, it's paint your picture of the life you want. Being Virgo, it is physically motivated by sign, but withdrawing from the world with the Hermit card, finding our inner light, bringing about the harvest. And it all started with the full moon in Aquarius, a very airy full moon, which you must have felt being the Justice card, because a lot of enemies kind of were revealed, including the enemies we are to ourselves. This week, as the Virgo season progresses, I've also felt the friends and defenders coming in, so the energy is shifting kind of lovely in this Virgo season. But I'm still ready to leave it, my loves. Absolutely ready to get out of this Virgo season. The Earth is tough on me. Your season begins, well, at least your Venus in Libra begins on that, when I do my live on that September 14th. You guys should start feeling it maybe Monday or Tuesday. I probably will feel it Tuesday. Right now, this is just the energy. What do you got right now? You're just trying to be patient. You're trying to balance your energy. You're trying to be a little more detailed, be a little more cautious about your life, because you have that Page of Cups energy. It feels like you've received a message in love, or you want to be in love. You want to take that journey in love, but things are just a little complicated right now because you're in a lot of battle energy. You want to open your heart, but and you're coming out of conflict. You are coming out of conflict, but you're still in that Five of Swords, that battle energy, in terms of you're still just fighting something. And so it's very difficult to pull on new energy and start something new, even in love, if you are, you just want that moment, that take my breath away moment that I was getting from that Berlin, because you're having to focus a little hard on empty cups right now, and it's just, you're over it as much as I am, because your Ten of Cups is just not here. It's, you know where your Ten of Cups isn't. And you're kind of having to focus on a couple empty cups right now, and kind of in the middle of that dark night of the soul journey. And I feel like you know what your Ten of Cups is. And I feel like the battle is unhinging yourself from your current Ten of Cups that really wasn't a Ten of Cups. It was a Ten of Cups in reverse for sure. That you guys are... you're trying to untangle yourself from what you thought was a Ten of Cups. Absolutely is not. You do have your heart and love energy back to you right now. And with that Page of Cups energy, you may be catching the attention of people, or maybe somebody is taking your breath away right now. I did some love messages, bonus meter readings. I'm going to do all 12 signs for this Libra coming up, this Libra in Venus in Libra. So look forward to that, my loves, because my live on Saturday involves Venus in Libra. I will begin that whole live with definitely a full reading general reading for the collective of Libra to begin with, and then Pisces. Alright, so the message from Spirit is your Knight of Pentacles. Get on that journey. You have to get on a financial journey because you're in that wishful thinking. You're in that Five of Pentacles energy, and that you're coming out of the energy, and it's because you're Seven of Swordsing it. You know who your enemies are. You're taking back a lot of what is yours. You're dividing a lot of things. It feels like a separation, either a breakup or a divorce, where a lot of assets have to be divided, and that is probably the journey that the Spirit, now that is the journey Spirit is saying. You're going on a journey this week, or the advice to Spirit is to bring your focus into this energy. And I know it is an energy of lack, it is an energy of wounding, but it is an energy of separation. It is an energy of removing the enemies from around you, and it feels like just dividing assets and dividing energies and removing energies and allowing other energies to come in that are more valuable than what you've been working with. And that is how you're trying to get out of that fight energy, that Five of Wands, that conflict energy, and that Five of Swords, that battle energy. You're pulling yourself out of that by rearranging your life in such a way that certain things are going to be gone, and you're pretty certain that it'll bring you out of a lack. And Spirit says, yes, it will. You will be able to start to move forward to physically support yourself in the Knight of Pentacles energy. Once you really get to a certain point, you won't have to wait till the end, Spirit says. You're just going to get to a certain point in that journey where you're going to start seeing the rewards of your efforts. And then all of that incoming energy from the Virgo season, that harvest energy. We're coming into harvest season, your season, and you're going to reap some benefits from that, from the work you've done here. And if you haven't done it, get on it, because it will happen, is what Spirit's telling me. And it's mostly because of this temperance energy, this balancing fairness energy above and beyond your traditional justice energy, and this opening of your heart. You've opened up your heart enough to know what you don't want, which is the beginnings of not just knowing what you do want, but calling it into you, attracting it into you. The King of Fire, you could have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your energy. You might be feeling a little bit like empire building, like building your own utopia, building your own dream house, building your own workplace where you put in your energy. You're having a little trouble deciding on where to work. Eight of Swords is it's definitely an interview card for me too. It's that energy of where am I putting my my work energy? How am I appearing to others? This King of Wands is a movement energy, kingdom building. But there's an indecision here, a will we or won't we. It's like you're waiting for news, possibly, to get an answer on something. And it could be parent energy. Libras, you're very connected to your parents always. And if you don't have your parents in your life, their energy is always in your life. I always pull these for my generally Libras, is parent energy. And you need to put down your swords on this one a bit. You've been through a bit of a fight or a separation from your parents, and you're probably just starting to communicate with the Jack of Swords, and it's still like that that shit talking kind of energy that we might have around our parents that isn't very nice, but what we need to separate from them into adulthood. There was an aspect of you that you're going to have to work with this week with your parents, and it might just be being away from your parents, or separating from somebody who's lording over you in some way emotionally, with that King of Hearts energy that is just saying, hey, you need to step away from that and allow yourself to rest, because you've cut some aspect out of that. There are certain things that your parents don't get to know when you're an adult. There are certain things you just don't have to put up with your parents anymore, and it's because your relationship needs to change to a more adult level. How much you interact with them is up to you. Right now you're interacting with them in such a bratty way that you're going to probably say things and do things that you're going to regret. Spirit is saying, hold up that energy this week. Just rest it out, because these are, when you come back to your senses, these are energies you're going to want to continue to have in your life. You're going to have a new beginning that is just, okay, this is lovely. All right. you're going to get some kind of information or inspiration. These being the Archangel deck, I wouldn't doubt that it's an inspiration in your dreams. Angels love to visit dreams. Think Gabriel coming to Mary to say, hey, what, mama? You are the mama. So, but it's not a pregnancy. It's actually a speedily coming into. 8 of Wands is fast energy. It's that speeding up energy. It's setting your goal, setting your mark, and achieving it. So if you are interviewing, if you are looking for work, you're going to get it, because the 3 of Diamonds is the corporation card. It's working with others. It's that there's a receptionist, there's a contract administrator, there's a CEO, there's a CFO. It's kind of that organizational energy that you're going to come into, and it might not even be winning that job as much as knowing exactly what you want, because this information, this truth that you're coming into with this Swords energy that you really do indulge and love. As soon as you know it, you're going to like turn on a dime. Things are going to start moving quickly. You're either going to know exactly what kind of work you want to do. You're going to know that you don't want to do certain work. But this is more of, remember I told you kind of feel like you know what you don't want. So you're kind of like taking that out of your energy. And that makes room for new stuff. This is like kind of feels like that new stuff. Like you've removed shit from your life. And then this is like the flowers kind of stuff coming in. And, the things you're calling in that are really good for you, for the highest good for you, are coming in for you. That'll be more end of the week energy even. Let's go ahead and pull some advice from Spirit. Let's just see what Spirit thinks says we should be focusing on. What do Libras need to know for this week to get us through this week a little bit? And then we'll close the reading. All right, my loves. Oh, jeez. Try not to burn up the candles. Yeah. Just this new concept is going to light your fire. It's going to put you in your queenly energy. You're naturally happy, very powerful energy. You're going to feel your sword at your hip these days with this information. It's empowering. It's like knowing yourself. Self-knowledge with that ace next to the queen. Oh, dear. The kind of energy you're exuding is going to bring in your true pair. This is a reassurance from Spirit that the philosophy, the concept, the theories that you're living into, that you're creating, that you're bringing into physical reality is the Queen of Swords. You could either be the king or the queen energy. Nonetheless, this is a true pair. This is, remember I talked about kingdom building and empire building possibly with this King of Fire. This person is going to come in and do that with you. I feel like you're going to interchange energies a lot. Like this true pair, this person is going to switch energies. You are going to be the king, they're going to be the queen, you're going to be the judge, they're going to be the bailiff, and sometimes you're going to switch that up. This is going to be a very relieving, this is going to be a relieving energy. One reason you're going to know this energy, this love, this commitment that's coming in is very different from anything else, is that they give you a break, Libra. Spirit is really pushing that out there. You're going to feel a moment where you can step back and rest, and this person is going to take the reins, and you're not going to mind at all. That is like the sign that this relationship is 100% more full and more true and more soulmate than anything you've had before. There's a lot of divine masculine, divine feminine, soulmate energy up in the air. And there is a coming together. This is part of that. This is coming into some kind of knowledge. Like I said, track your dreams religiously right now, because they're going to tell you where your love is. And like I said, you're going to know it's real. You're going to know it's wonderful, because there's going to be a moment where you could sit back, sit down, and just watch them and enjoy and rest. You will not be working. It'll be a sense of peace. And even sexually, they will bring you peace and comfort, as well as excitement. There's something about it that is very divine feminine, divine masculine, my Libras, and that is a sign. I don't know how many times I could repeat that, because Spirit keeps saying it over and over. You will find a moment where, even though you're battling and whatever, it's like you come home and there's a moment you can kick up your feet because this person is in your energy. And then when it comes time for you to battle for them, you will have so much energy to do it because they've been stepping up too. It's that kind of love. And it's true. That's what Spirit says. All right. I'm sorry I keep repeating it, but they keep saying, say it this way, say it that way, say it this way, they say it that way. Okay. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Libra. This is beautiful. Definitely, please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. Link below. Send me an email, request a personal reading, send questions for my live Saturday, September 14th, 2019 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or book a personal reading. That's going to be my email, qclovers1111@gmail.com. It is for you guys to use to communicate with me one-on-one, which I absolutely adore. And I was afraid of that, but I'm coming into it in just kind of the way you're coming into this new life of yours. You're really just turning everything over in a beautiful way. And I'm very, very jealous of the energy, the flow that you've got going here too. It's happening kind of thing. All right, have a great week, and be well, my lovely Libras.